When I left my job and embarked upon this entrepreneurial journey, a few challenges also I faced. While I was experienced in branding, sustainability communication, content writing, uh, designing, learn, and learn. If you learn new things, new skills, then you build up your credentials.
Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of FaceTime with Leaders, a podcast series brought to you by the Directors Institute World Council of Directors. I'm your host, Priya George, and today we have a special guest joining us. This individual has been shaping the landscape of creative branding and communications for over 2 decades with a passion for sustainability at the core of their work. Today's conversation promises to be an insightful one, filled with experiences, challenges, and lessons learned from the world of branding and business leadership. So sit back and get ready to hear from someone whose journey is as dynamic as the industry they thrive in. Let's dive into today's episode with Mr. Vaibhav Dholakia. Mr. Dholakia, welcome to our show.
Thank you, Priya. Thank you very much. And I'm really uh, thrilled and charged by joining you for FaceTime with Leaders.
It's our pleasure. It's our pleasure, Vaibhav. Now, let's get right into it. Um, Now, when we look back at your incredible journey spanning over 3 decades, you've experienced such diverse roles from starting as a medical representative to eventually founding your own brand design firm. I'm curious to know what were some of the pivotal moments or key milestones along the way that actually shaped you into the professional you are today.
During my experience of, say, 20 years in branding and sustainability communication, or if I tell 33 years of total experience of marketing, branding, and sustainability communication, uh, I gained many experiences, exposures, and excellence in some of the cases also. Uh, Yes, there were some challenges, but I believe that challenges give you the new opportunity. So
Absolutely.
it is, it helps you to thrive and create a better future if you are prepared for it, if you embrace it properly. So for me, some of the milestones are like milestones. Grandeur is one such milestone because when I left my job and embarked upon this entrepreneurial journey,
Okay.
uh, I was feeling that yes, now my ambitions and my life goals will be achieved.
Okay. Right. Thank you for your response. And I loved how you did a play with words and called it a milestone. Uh, it's fascinating to hear about the range of experiences you've had, Vaibhav. Now, you founded Brandure in 2015, which has become a leader in creative brand and sustainability communication. What motivated you to start your own firm and some of the early challenges you faced?
Since childhood, I liked reading, writing, and drawing or design. And as you know, branding and sustainability communication is the business of new ideas. So it had always fascinated me. I was always passionate about it. So when I was exposed to the world of branding and advertising. At that time, I realized that this, even though I had worked in earlier fields in other areas,
Right.
uh, I felt that this is where my destiny is,
Okay.
and that's how I embarked on this journey. I started my firm Brandure because I wanted to differentiate myself from the clutter of marketing professionals. I always wanted to do something new. And naturally, brand and sustainability communication
Right.
was something which was fascinating me. But yes, while I started Brandure, a few challenges also I faced. While I was experienced in branding, sustainability communication, content writing, uh, designing, graphic designing, which is very core to a creative firm, uh,
Right.
in that skill I was lacking. So at the age of 44, when I founded Brandure, I started getting the training for graphic designing in an academy where my co-students were young students who were school-going students or college-going students who had not started the career yet. But I learned it, and it really helped me because as a leader, when you learn small things about your business. So
Correct.
when somebody comes to you with a problem, you can easily give them the solution.
Right. Right. Thank you. Thank you so much for your response. And it's really inspiring, Vaibhav, and it's also fascinating how you turned your passion into a leading creative firm. Now, Vaibhav, your career journey is incredibly diverse, as you've previously mentioned, moving through industries like healthcare, technology, and marketing, with roles that have changed from a medical representative to a business development manager and now to leading your own creative design firm. With such varied experiences under your belt, what do you think is the key to successfully adapting and excelling across such different fields?
See, basically, one has to be like a fluid, like a liquid. It takes the shape of the vessel in which it has been poured in. So, uh, when you adapt to the new
Adaptability.
skills, new knowledge areas, new expectations, new requirements of the new industry or new vertical or new product business, uh,
Correct.
you then again, you have more chances of getting successful, becoming successful. So adaptability is very important. And it's like, I always say that when we took birth, we didn't know anything. When
Right.
we were going to school, all the students were being taught together. The same education was being imparted, the same sports, everything was being imparted the same. But slowly we built up the affinity, we built up the preferences. So if you are versatile and adaptable, ready to learn new things, then you can adapt to new industries, and that's what I did. So
Right.
yes, I tried to remain versatile, remain open to new things, and that's how it helped me. Because in present endeavor also, the same experience has helped me, because ultimately branding and sustainability communication as clients from diverse industries, so we have to
Absolutely.
understand their products and services. So when I have worked in such diverse fields, so I am able to understand, I am able to adapt.
Absolutely. So I think being adaptable and being open to change and learning from it is a key. That's what I gauge from your response. And it definitely is impressive how you have navigated through such different fields and made them your own. Now, Vaibhav, having founded Brandure and led it to become a prominent name in creative brand and sustainability communication, You've built something which is truly inspiring. For those young professionals or aspiring entrepreneurs who are looking to step into the world of creative agencies or sustainability, what would be your message to them? Like, what key advice would you give to help them navigate the challenges and seize the opportunities in these exciting yet demanding fields?
Yeah, in today's world of economic development, every individual is conscious about his or her earning. So, whenever a girl or a boy starts their career, young aspirants start their career, they immediately start focusing on the earning. That's the goal, I understand. But the word learn has earn as a part of it. So, what I would like to tell my young fellow friends that learn, and learn. If you learn new things, new skills, then you build up your credentials, your competencies, and that's going to help you to sustain in the future. Because ultimately, in brand and sustainability communication field also, uh, it is about ideas, it is about creativity, it is about new ways of finding how mankind can be sustainable. So there also you have to be open for new ideas. You have to be learning. You have to be keep on finding the new ways to reach out your audiences as a branding professional and being a sustainability communication professional. Again, you have to be innovative so that you can keep on engaging with your stakeholders in the way it is required. So for a branding and sustainability communication career for a young aspirant, it is very important to build their credentials, to learn new skills. To give you an example of my present endeavor, Brandure, uh, some of my team members, when they joined, they did have only graphic designing skills. They
Okay.
knew only CorelDRAW, Photoshop, or Illustrator like softwares, which are for static graphic design. When they joined in the first interview only, I told them that we will be giving you the environment and support and the tools to keep on developing your skills. And you keep on developing, and we expect you to do that. And today, my organization doesn't have super specialist in graphic design only. Today, my people can develop, can design website also, they can design a sustainability report also, or ESG report, what we call, or they can also create an Adobe After Effect video for social media or for a film. So
Okay.
they have become versatile. The reason is only one, that I have tried to create a learning environment. So if you learn, then they are also making a growth, and
Right,
ultimately our organization is growing. So it is
right,
very important to keep on learning. That's how.
right. Right. So, to all our viewers and listeners, there are some very valuable nuggets, life lessons, which would resonate with all of y'all. Vaibhav, having built such a successful and dynamic career, I'm sure your journey doesn't stop here. As someone with such diverse experiences in both creative and business arenas, where do you see yourself in the next few years? Specifically, how do you envision your role evolving in the boardroom and your continued influence in both sustainability and creativity fields?
Yes. As a director on a board of a company, uh, I feel that, and I strongly believe that board of directors create a strong impact on not only on organization but also for the stakeholders. And I would like to bring my knowledge and experience of brand and sustainability communication, ESG communication, on the table. Uh, because I believe that the values emanate in an organization from top to the bottom. So, whatever the top management imparts, the values that they impart, the ESG vision that they impart, the philosophies they impart is going to come down the line. And that's how organization is slowly going to evolve, because all the stakeholders, internal as well as external stakeholders, will be understanding and will be working in tandem with the top management's vision, board of
Right.
directors vision. And that's how organization will become sustainable in long run, because sustainability is not something which you achieve overnight. For that, you have
Correct.
to take all the stakeholders together, and as a board of director, it is the responsibility of all the directors to keep on engaging with all the stakeholders transparently yet cohesively, and keep on communicating with them, keep on inspiring, informing, and instructing them.
Right. Right. Um, so clearly your focus on growth, whether it's personal or professional for your firm, is definitely inspiring. Your work in sustainability communication, especially creating ESG reports for your clients, truly stands out. Which brings me to my next question. Now, as organizations are becoming more conscious about their environmental and social responsibilities, what do you believe is the most crucial element in effectively communicating their sustainability efforts?
Yeah. See, merely publishing an ESG report or BRSR in annual report, or just complying for the clauses like CSR, the 2% or whatever you are doing, and you are reporting, you are publishing the impact reports, those things are not merely important. Those are not merely sufficient. Uh, your communication has to be, uh, because when you are doing it year over the year, I have observed that most of the organizations are falling in the stereotypes. They lose interest and they are just doing like a ritual. They are just doing like a monotonous job work. So
Right,
uh, ESG communication is not like that. What I feel is that one has to be, uh, uh, basically, one has to keep on understanding what is the theme coming out of
correct,
that year's uh, activities, interventions, the created impacts, the risk mitigated, uh, and then, based on that theme, one has to keep on communicating to all its stakeholders, and carrying that theme across entire communication. So the entire communication of that report or all the other communication for particular year should also be orchestrated like a musical, music or song, in which all
right,
different, all the different artists are playing in tune, in sync with
right,
one another. That's how the good music is created. So similarly,
right.
the for good strategic sustainability or ESG communication, our communication has to be theme based. One has to keep on innovating the ways in which they engage with with the stakeholders.
Absolutely. And thank you for your very interesting perspective on sustainability communication, which is so critical, especially in a world where companies are held accountable for their environmental and social impact. This brings me to the last question as we near the end of our interview. Now, Vaibhav, you've recently joined Directors Institute. How has your experience been so far? And what insights have you gained that you feel will shape your future projects, especially in the sustainability space?
See, first impression is the last impression, it is being told. And to be very honest, my first impression itself, when I engaged for first live session and then subsequent sessions, the follow-ups that came in, and then because I was watching, I was observing how they are doing, and then I realized that yes, this is the organization which is true to its work. It's true to the impacts that it wants to create, the positive impacts that it wants to create, the sustainable impacts that it wants to create. So then I engaged with Directors Institute, and miss, I would like to tell, after the experiences that I have till now, that yes, the engagement with all the stakeholders is really good. I keep on getting some or the other communication. I'm being reminded for the schedules. I'm being given all the inputs. I'm being facilitated. Whatever queries I have, I'm getting answers, proper answers. So yes, it is really worth being a part of Directors Institute's initiative to give more and more directors to the world and make India, a leader again in strategic vision and corporate leadership also.
Absolutely. And it's great to hear how Directors Institute has supported your growth. And thank you for your kind and encouraging words. Vaibhav, thank you so much. And thank you once again for joining us today on FaceTime with Leaders. It has truly been a pleasure having you on the show and hearing about your remarkable journey. We wish you all the best as you continue to make an impact in both the creative industry and the sustainability space. We look forward to seeing how you continue to inspire and lead others in the years to come. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much. Thanks. It was really nice.
Likewise, Vaibhav. To all our listeners, our viewers, thank you for tuning in. We hope you've enjoyed this conversation as much as we have. If you've taken away some key insights today, don't forget to subscribe and share this episode with others who might benefit from it. Until next time, keep leading with purpose and stay inspired. Take care and thank you.